Well, since Topwater's having to play away game, I guess he's at another show, I forget the name of it. I'm gonna try to do a little bit of video recording for him. So, working on the Courier today, and possibly the S10 from a buddy of mine. I gotta finish up the drag blocks and stuff on his, got some hardware and stuff, so I think we'll be able to put him to bed. And then work on some restructure of all this. We're gonna go with a different type of bag mount up top, so we're gonna lop all this off. And I don't know if I get the rear end today or not, but we can mock it up. It still needs to be narrowed, but I can at least center it in between both things, set it up in there, and see what 4-link measurements and stuff we need and get some of that built. But if not, I'll get this part of it done, and then, like I said, I'll work on, I don't know if you'll see it or not. Sorry, the shop's a mess as always. I've got that bracket in there built for him back here, and get it bolted up with said parts. A little windy out today. With these guys here, and some hardware from good old Tractor Supply, just because I didn't have the stuff I needed on me. All right, so I'll get at it. Probably see some time lapse, whatnot. If I run into anything, I'll explain it, and if not, if I'm doing it wrong, let me know about that too. I don't care. I'm quite fine with constructive criticism. But if I got time, I'm going to end up doing a little bit more welding on it too. Some spots where it didn't quite get penetrated like we like. I've actually got some stuff here to do, build an extension cord for my welder, plasma cutter, all that good stuff for 220, and make things a little bit quicker and easier. But we'll see how it happens out, and stay tuned. All right, so what you just saw, which most of you, who cares anyway, but anywho, this guy here does show you the codes. I don't know if you can actually read that or not. I was color coding, so white, green, and black. Windy today. Did that, then made it match, obviously, the thick and thin prong. This is just for 220, 50 amp. Other side went through. Probably seen me redo that one a couple times. I didn't really take into consideration that the green was so far away from the others, so just to make it go together a little bit easier and cosmetically look pretty good. And then same deal with him. The only thing I really didn't do, which I probably should have, is these little screws here are supposed to go on the bottom of that little tie down bracket to hold it in place, but there's more than enough tension on that side of him. It's not going to rub anything, so I'm not too worried about it. Then you saw me try to ohm this thing out just to make sure I wired it properly. And it didn't want, my meter wasn't working. So I ended up taking this little tension in there. Let me see if I can, yep. So a little guy in there kind of pushed all the way together, so I spread him out, make contact, self-tested. It was good, and then compared it to both ends just to make sure that I didn't make a mistake. This is decent voltage electrical, so I don't want to screw things up. What this allowed me to do is be able to remove my welder and plasma cutter into a more usable use, where my plug's all the way on the other side of the shop. So it's kind of cumbersome to get around that, especially if I've got another vehicle already up there. So I got a nice cart. I like it. It's okay. I may review it later on. I don't know. I've had it for well over a year now, and there's pros and cons. Anyway, that'll allow me to bring it up into here, and I can actually start plasma cutting stuff like this off as long as my compressor holds up. I know everything's falling apart on me. But if not, I'll hack them off the other way and the old-fashioned way, a grinder, dust wheel, and make a bunch of noise. So we'll see. But I'm gonna get back at it, run the extension cord out, make sure things even turn on if that's the case, and then hopefully the building don't catch fire. Just kidding. And we'll start it up and see what happens. Well, I didn't kill myself with the welder, so that's where plasma cutter. Wiring. So that worked good. I think I need to change the tip on my plasma cutter. It's actually a little stupid. It's the original one from like 2 years ago, so I can't complain. I haven't cut a lot with it, but either way, work's done. I got a lot of grinding to do, free this all up, both sides, but a lot faster than using a cutoff wheel. So I'm gonna get to that. You see a little bit of that, and I mean, it's boring stuff, but we'll time lapse it anyway. All right, back at it. right, so I'm done burning everything in. So I think I may check underneath what's going on. The only thing I do have left is I need to get some of the material here. I think I mentioned earlier I want to box this in, or at least triangulate it so I can get some material out this direction, and then I may end up even capping a piece on this in order to double up on it to get it cleaned up. I'll do that on all four corners. I don't like this. I don't think it's that bad, but I still don't like it. Since I'm here and I've got it, I'm gonna go ahead and do it because it's poked me in the knee like 3 times and it's kind of made me angry. Get all this stuff ground off. This is all leaf hanger stuff or something. I'm not exactly sure. But there's this part, this guy over here, and one up here in a corner. I'm not going to take off the bed part. I don't think we'll use it because we're going to raise it up. That guy over there too. I'm going to lop both of them off. It's probably going to have to require a grinder, unfortunately. More noise. So more time lapse, I guess. Hopefully you guys are hanging in with me. It's just been a lot already. So I'm gonna keep at it and hopefully get this cleaned up. I may end up brushing on the frame and stuff a little bit too, just to make it pretty. And then waiting on some parts. We'll go from there. Get back at it. All right, probably dirty. Screen's probably dirty. We'll make that part of the edit. Anyway, got spots ground off. Yay, pretty. There was actually this spot here, back here, which I'm gonna have to fix that in there. It looks like it got notched in there before I got into it. But there's actually porosity right here where they didn't weld with gas very good OEM, which was kind of wild. So I started to grind it off. Looking at this, I'm probably gonna get in here and try to get these a little bit more burned in. Might be able to get that. I gotta get it cleaned up pretty good first. It's gonna be tough. There'll be a way to flush all that. But definitely need to get up in here some and get all these guys squared away. And then that might be the end for me today. This has been a lot of work. It's I don't know, been at it for about 3.5, 4 hours already. But definitely coming along. I got, like I said, I gotta get some 3/16 plate. Brace these guys in, at least here and here, come out to as far as I can, and then probably plug weld too. Do the same thing here. I'm actually gonna try to come all the way out to here on this one. It's got some spots underneath it, and I nicked a little bit too, so it won't be too bad. But get all of this capped, plug welded, maybe a couple places on him, and do that on really 8 spots. A lot of welding. Anyway, bust the welder back out again and see if I can't get these welded a little better. I'll try to get a shot that you guys can actually see what I'm doing. see if I suck at this or not. So anyway, a little bit more work and then may button it up for the day. Alright, so I've actually got them burning pretty good. Stuff in there wasn't too bad, but I don't know if you picture do it justice or not. Got up in that corner, was able to get up underneath, not a whole lot of light. Got this little widened up. Same way over here on that one, maybe a little more light. Here you can see a little bit better maybe. Let's see if it comes in. Got that radius inside there done. So this is definitely part of the frame now. All that's really left to do is clean up. Kyle, you know who you are, making me guilty about cleaning my shop half the time. Anyway, I'm not gonna time lapse me cleaning. So to get some more parts and whatnot, we're kind of stuck in a situation. I'm waiting for a little bit of help. We're gonna put the bed on. You see it back here in the corner. Right there. I gotta set it down and make sure that we're center. I think we are. I measured it off. It seems like we're pretty good shape. But once that's true and I can figure out a few things, I think this has got to go, but I don't really want to do it just yet. Really until we got a drivetrain, find out where it don't go. But back's burned in pretty good. Get those done. Got the back sections cleaned up that's no longer needed. I gotta find out for sure, but I think those little guys are for leaf springs, so I'll probably come back and cut them off once I confirm with him what those are for, unless he wants to repurpose them for anything else. And then yeah. Oh, I didn't check. I think we're okay down there. I might pretty them up some other day. Make sure we're in their good shape. But yep, other than that, I'm gonna clean up and spend the rest of my day doing nothing. Give me a few hours till the normally 9 to 5. All right, till the next one.